Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel technical_theru. I am starting a new series on Python, hope you will love it. This is the introductory video of Python where I have covered the history of Python in detail, also a comparative study of Python version 2 and Python version 3 is presented for better clarity, and a detailed introduction of Python for understanding Python in better way. Various important features available in Python is also included in this introductory video. Different application of Python, and along with that you will come to know which big tech giant uses Python as a programming language. So without further ado, let's start. Let's take a look at the history of Python. Python was conceived in the late 1980 by Guido van Rossum in 1980. At Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica, CWI, in the Netherlands as a successor to the ABC language. The implementation of Python began in December 1989. The first version of Python was released in 1991. In 1994, Python 1.0 was released with new features such as map, filter, lambda. Later, Python 2.0 was first released in 2000. Its latest version 2.7 was released in 2010. Python 2.x also adds some more features like comprehension, garbage collection system. Python 2.7 will reach the end of its life on January 1, 2020. Please upgrade your Python as Python 2.7 won't be maintained after that date. A future version of pip will drop support for Python 2.7. After Python 2.x, Python 3.x was released in 2008. Its newest version 3.8.3 was released in May 13, 2020. It is to be noted that on January 1, 2018, Python 2.7 got retired and it is no longer maintained. In this entire course we will be working on the 3.8.3 version, which is latest and stable version. Now we will see a comparative study of Python 2 versus Python 3 in detail. So let's start. You can see here in table. Python 2 is stable and transparent version of the Python programming language. But Python 3 is the future of Python as it addresses the flaws of previous versions. In the Python 2, print syntax is treated as a statement rather than a function which requires text to be wrapped in parenthesis. Example: print hello. Whereas in the Python 3, print is explicitly treated as a function and replaced by the print function in Python 3, which requires an extra pair of parentheses. Example: print. In Python 2 the xrange function reconstruct the sequence every time, but in Python 3, xrange is replaced by range function. In Python 2, ASCII strings type is used by default to store strings. Whereas in Python 3, Unicode is the implicit string type by default. Python 2 simply returns an integer to the nearest whole number when dividing two integer. Example: 5 divided by 2 equals 2. Whereas Python 3, it makes integer division more intuitive by using true division for integers and floats. Example: 5 divided by 2 equals 2.5. I hope you got the clear idea about difference in Python 2 and Python 3. Now we'll take a look at the introduction of the Python. Python is an interpreted, high-level and object-oriented programming language. You might be wondering as what is meant by interpreted as a beginner. But you need to know what does interpreter do. Interpreter executes code line by line. For example, you have code of 15 lines. The interpreter will read and execute first line, then second line, then third line, and so on till 15th line. For example, now in your code 6th line have error in it. Then interpreter will show an error on 6th line. And it won't move forward until you fix the error in 6th line. That also shows Python has excellent error handling capacity as compared to compiler logic. Now you might be having doubts, what is high-level language? There are two types of languages. Low-level languages are understood by the computer, which are in 0 and 1 format, and the high-level languages are for the humans to understand. Python converts high-level language into the low-level language. Again, as a beginner you might be thinking, what is object-oriented programming language? Object-oriented programming language is nothing but it support class, method, polymorphism, encapsulation inheritance, method overloading, method overriding features. We will be looking in details what are these features in upcoming videos in detail. Python is also one of the most simplest programming language. Python has efficient high-level data structures. Python itself has its own libraries, which can be used in study of big data, which we will be learning in upcoming videos. Python is a multi-purpose programming language. Its uses are vast and can be used in various fields. Python is broadly used in game development, website development, scientific calculation, also for desktop application, data science, big data, machine learning and artificial intelligence. Next topic is features of Python. Python is easy to learn and implement. You will come to know when you will start to write code. Python is an open source programming language whose setup anyone can download and install from python.org. Python has a broad standard library which can be used in various places. We will learn to import various libraries of Python. Python is also cross-platform language. It is supported in Windows, Linux, and other operating system. Python work on interpreter logic. Python is multi-paradigm language. That is, it support both object-oriented programs and procedural-oriented programs concepts. Python's is portable programming language, that is, you can write code in one operating system and can use it in other operating system. Python is also high-level programming. Python is extendable language, that is, we can use the libraries of other languages like C, C++, Java in it. Python is expressive programming language. Python support GUI programming. Now we will see the application of Python. Python can be used in website and web application development with the help of Flask, Django. Python can be used for desktop application development. Python is used in games development. Python is used in network programming to make data more secure. Python is used in the data analysis because Python has a high-level efficient data structure. Python is also used in robotics. Python is used in web scraping. Web scraping is nothing but to take data from one website and store it in your local system or to store it in our database. You can see the example of web scraping in comparing the prices of hotels. Python is used for scientific calculation because it has its library with which you can solve complex problems. Python is used for data visualization. Python is used in machine and artificial intelligence. Python is also used in 3D application development. Python is also used in audio and video software development. Who uses Python? Google is one of the top company which uses Python. In fact, Python is one of the official language of Google. Google uses Python to make its search engine better. Netflix uses Python for security purpose and to make streaming smooth. Facebook uses Python in production engineering. It's the third most favorite language at the company, behind C++ and PHP. YouTube uses Python in search query and video streaming. NASA uses Python for scientific calculation. Dropbox few modules are developed in Python. Quora also uses the Python because of Python's readability and efficiency makes it is a much better language than PHP for creating front-end and back-end interface for Quora. With Python, faster ideation allowed Quora to save time, effort, and money. Torrent uses Python for development. NSA also uses Python. Instagram WebView is developed in Python. It is to be noted that no company rely on single programming language. All the languages have its advantages and disadvantages.